Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Barnes.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Bagley and Giles, both former Blue Devils, are the 4 and the 5. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Culver. Towns is out there with Johnson. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Beasley in at the shooting guard.
And you think about the Wolves' history. KG clearly their best player, but Big Cat has a chance to reach that level someday.
He does, Greg, and I think we always look through KG's legacy being defined by passion, commitment, and leadership. That was as important as his basketball skill. Karl Anthony Towns is similarly talented, right? I think the key is he just needs to find consistency. That's the last step.
And it's Giles missing. Now, here's Culver. Guarded closer. Got that one up quick.
Boy, the range of Karl Anthony Towns is remarkable. He has said he wants to be the best player in the game. He is on his way.
Now, here's Fox. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boy.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Timberwolves on offense. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me, Greg, was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Back to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot from the wing. He gets that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Now, here's Culver. His last outing, he had 18 points. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Joseph, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Bagley against Johnson. Towns at the elbow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
Towns, a player who took a little bit of time adjusting from the college game at Kentucky to the NBA game, especially, Doris, on the defensive end.
I do think you have to appreciate over the last several seasons Karl Anthony Towns' commitment to becoming a better defender. Listen, he has the length to not only block shots, but to alter shots, and you just want him to have consistent effort on that end.
And he makes the first.
Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
And Towns drops them both. And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
Hield can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Over with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich. Beasley with a clean look. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Sacramento off to a slow start. They trail by 3. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Bagley. And the Kings check on 2 more.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Beasley against Hield. Beasley outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Bagley. Passes it to Joseph. Here's Bogdanovich. The putback. Here's the pass to Bagley. They shoot again. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bagley's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. To the middle, here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Hield. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Chicago.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Culver. Towns dishes to Culver. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Towns, the pass to Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Hield. We're in the middle of the season, Doris. Some teams now just beginning to find their stride, their rhythm. How do they now maintain it?
Yeah, I think at this point of the year, you've established your rotation. Players know when they're going to come in, when they might be subbed out. I think it's about sort of finding, keeping, and maintaining that rhythm and execution that should be very, very well ingrained in your guys' habits.
I know you've played this way, but when you know your role, when you know the minutes and the rhythm, as we were just talking about, I think for a player that's huge. Am I correct?
You are. Know your role and star in your role.
To the left side wing. Here's Culver. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Culver's got his second bucket tonight.
Shooting off the catch is about confidence. There, Culver demonstrating how it's done.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Joseph. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. Beasley with the steal. Johnson against Joseph. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Joseph kicks to Parker. Here's Giles. Defended by Towns. Shot by Joseph. No good. Minnesota leading by 6. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive. And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's Bagley. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Here is Russell. The Kings getting the bucket. He kicks it to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, this is just another weapon that Cat has at his disposal. A 7-footer with a sweet jumper off the pass. How do you guard Karl Anthony Towns anyway?
Now here's Joseph. Pass to Giles. Pass to Parker. Clock at 6. Here's Bagley. Changes up, and it's good on the layup. Bagley's got 6 points.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Offensive rebound. Towns. Now the pass to Beasley. Outside, Russell. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley. And a change for Sacramento. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Giles. Now Joseph. Pass to Barnes. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. Over Towns. That misses off the backboard.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
That one misses.
The 7th overall selection back in 2012, Barnes was taken 1 pick after Dame Lillard, 2 picks before Andre Drummond. Incredible draft class.
And it's good, 2 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Parker. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. And he gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Over in the corner, Barnes. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Culver. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Here's Bagley. And good off the lead pass that time. Bagley's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Outside, Towns. He dishes it to Culver. Just 5 on the clock. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings trail by 11. Out to Parker. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
So smooth off the catch. Parker with the refined mechanics and terrific touch.
The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Bulls. Culver passes to Towns. Fires for three. And Culver gets it to go on the assist by Towns. And that's 13 points for Jarrett Culver. Here's Joseph. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
Well, that's the speed and a little bit of craftiness on display from Corey Joseph. So difficult to contain when he's aggressive.
The Kings have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And that one misses.
The 29th pick in 2011. Boy, Corey Joseph, what an energetic, committed defender. And the thing I love, he can guard either backcourt spot.
Omari Spellman has come in for Karl Anthony Towns. Then for the Kings, Alex Lenz checked in for Marvin Bagley. And Bjelica in for Bogdan Bogdanovic.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. A 12-point game. On the wing, Barnes. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And part of the wave of Canadian basketball talent, Corey Joseph played on the Raptors, the Spurs, and the Pacers.
And at each stop, Kevin, he has played winning basketball. He understands he's got to be stout on the defensive end. And if his shot presents itself, he is capable of knocking it down.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, three-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for Sacramento. Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Joseph. Bjelica again, Sacramento. Timberwolves leading by 9. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovic is checked in. Barnes outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Passes to Hernan Gomez, and it's good for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Parker. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
The Timberwolves have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. Good on both.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
To the paint, here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, Kevin, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
Timberwolves leading by 11. And here's Culver. He's got 16. Here's Spellman. It's good from long range.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me, Greg, is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Parker passes to Len. With 4 seconds on the clock. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day and never take no days for granted.
On his coaches, Greg and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bjelica is out there with Alex Len, and it's Fox in at the point guard position. Here's Okogie. Here's Spellman. Len grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Fox. Bjelica with the bucket. Bjelica's got his second bucket.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. The Timberwolves made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
First one falls for him. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. I think that's true.
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Now, here's Fox. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here's Barnes, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Okogie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Low block shot on the way. Spellman the pass to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes good on the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Hield. He's been a factor in their offense most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Giles checked in for the Kings.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Fox.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Russell passes to Spellman. Back to Russell. Teardrop shot. There's the three. Spellman, no good.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
That one falls.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Now, here is Russell. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Fox with it. The pass to Giles. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Johnson can't hit. The Kings trail by 11. Here's Hield. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, Greg, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Kings have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the inside, Giles. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Minnesota leading by 9. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. Here's Spellman. Beasley outside. Great open look there. And it's 6 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Pass to Len. Here's Giles. He's guarded by Russell. That one goes in. Giles has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Beasley against Hield. Johnson down low. 5 points in the game. It doesn't go for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside, Towns. He kicks it to Johnson. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And that one misses from Lehman. The Kings trail by 8. Here's Hield. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Russell dishes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
The big cat climbs up and flushes it home.
Here's Fox. He has 5. Pass to Hield. Here's Giles. Covered by Beasley. Giles kicks to Fox. Over Russell. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Fox.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Lehman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Towns, the pass to Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
Now Fox. He has 7. And here is Bjelica. Passes it to Hield. Here's Bagley. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Bagley's got 10.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Here is Russell. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Here's Towns. He can't hit that time. And the Kings going the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the basket by Buddy Hield. Russell against Fox. Second shot opportunity, and Towns lays it in. 14 points for him.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Fox looking it over. The pass to Giles. They kick out to Hield. Over to the left wing. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Fox.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Jabari Parker comes in for Bjelica, and it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. 5th, De'Aaron Fox.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
The first free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Pass to Bagley. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Bagley. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Towns.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
Puts it up. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Fox. Out to Parker. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. Towns, the pass to Culver. Right wing. Right side Towns. He misses his 3rd shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Fox goes in. Here's Giles. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Timberwolves leading by 6. For 3, Okogie. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Giles. And the rejection by Towns. Minnesota's gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Okogie misses. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Parker. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
1:07 left in the second quarter. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Here's Towns. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tries from 10, and he gets the jumper to drop. Bagley's got 6 in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Okogie. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Not going to go that time. Good D by Bogdanovich.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Releases. Fox, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Okogie, and he gets it to go from the corner. Okogie's got 5. He gets it up, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And that 3 makes things just a little more interesting here as we head to halftime. They are not going away.
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
Just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Carl Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a fast pace for Minnesota at the outset, jumping on every opportunity to push the tempo. At one point, they had built a 14-point advantage. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Things started to even out at least a bit as they saw that big first quarter lead shrink to 6 by the end of the second. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Jarrett Culver has really been making it happen, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Timberwolves leading by 6. We've got D'Angelo Russell. James Johnson is out there with Culver. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
One of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Minnesota's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Passes it to Russell. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Fox. Right side Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, and Bagley has the reputation for showing variety. Can score in a different way on each possession.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Johnson can't get it to go.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, any time.
Free throw good, Russell. And you know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell, he's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
Bagley with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Now, here is Russell. 8 points for him. To the middle. Here's Culver. Bagley with the block. The pass to Fox. It's deflected. Inside. Hield can't hit. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Johnson dishes to Beasley. Towns at the elbow. Pass to Johnson. Kicks it to Culver. Clock at 6. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
1 for 5. It's got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Russell passes to Towns. High arcing shot. Johnson wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
It's Fox with the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Minnesota. Hernangomez is checked in.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA. Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
Hield the pass to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Beasley. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. Omari Spellman has come in for Towns. And the Kings also making a change. Len's checked in. Pass to Spellman. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Spellman's got 7 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Fox. Hernangomez grabs the miss. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Beasley outside. Five to shoot. And the shot goes in. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Hield outside. Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Russell finds Johnson. Back to Russell. And they double up Russell. Down low, Johnson. No good there. Good D by Barnes. And it's Hield off the drive. And that one is good. He's got 10.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here is Russell. He's got 8. Passes it to Spellman. Tipped away. 6 to shoot. It's Russell with 5. Sweet little floater.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Fox passes to Giles. Fox, and it's Russell with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Easily for 3. Good in the assist. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Russell against Fox. Johnson over to help. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Spellman's got 6 rebounds in the game. Beasley kicks to Russell. And there's the pass to Hernangomez. Beasley against Hield. No good from Beasley. The Kings trail by 4. Over in the corner, Barnes. A floater trying to get open is Len. And there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got 7 points in the game. The Timberwolves have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Russell dishes to Johnson. Pass to Hernangomez. He kicks to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. From 13, the rebound by Giles. Giles has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Barnes can't get it to go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Russell passes to Johnson. Beasley outside. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Towns.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Shot clock at 6, and the shot goes down. Okogie's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. The Kings shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Fox with it. 16 points for him. Hield left side. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hield's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Kings. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Pass to Spellman. Launches a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Spellman's got 10 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Hield following the 3 by Minnesota. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Parker. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Hield. How last month turned out for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
So it's the Timberwolves now, trailing by 2. This is to Towns. 1:49 left in the third quarter of the game.
Have you seen the agility of Alex Len in good position for the swat?
There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
You know, obviously it's been a tough go for Jabari Parker out of the gates in his career. He had to handle a couple of injuries early, but this is a former number 2 overall pick. And what we know unequivocally is this guy can put the ball in the basket. Can he find the right situation where he can flourish?
And the first one drops. And for Parker, who has had to fight back from injuries, sometimes the motivation seems to be lacking.
Well, Jabari Parker doesn't turn heads on the defensive end, and so that's part of what gets him off the floor at times. He needs to make sure that not only is he interested in scoring, but he's got to be willing to make stops as well.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Passes it to Okogie. And here's Culver. Shoots over Len. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Fact of the matter is, Karl Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
And Layman pulls it down. Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Towns up top. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Towns has got 20 points.
As if he's not tough enough to guard already. Towns with the floater.
Outside, Fox. Kicks it to Hield. Back to Fox. An easy 2 points on the layup. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Towns. Shoots over Len. Another miss by Towns. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Fox with the drive. Now here's Culver, covered by Parker. Inside, Towns makes it off the glass. 22 points for him.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Marvin Bagley has been on display for Sacramento. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Parker out there with Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the center, locking down the middle.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Outside, Towns. Tries again. And no good. Great D that time from Bagley. Sacramento leading by 5. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now Culver. The pass to Towns. Knocks down the 3 ball. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Outside, Fox. Here's Bagley. Minnesota with the rebound. Also with a wide open look. No good from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Towns with the steal. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Towns. 11 feet out and he hits it. Towns has got 27 points.
If Karl Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for.
Bogdanovich finds Bielitsa. Now Bagley. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 24.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Fox dishes to Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Culver. Defense is right there. Shoots from the line. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Parker passes to Bielitsa. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Well, the defense committed to Parker, so he beats them with a pass. Beautifully done.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Minnesota calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Harry Giles is checked in for Jabari Parker. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Giles kicks to Bielitsa. Pass to Fox. Back to Bielitsa. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
As hot as he's getting, they have to plan on bringing the double team every time he touches it.
And that one misses. Timberwolves trail by 6. And that one is good by Beasley.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Bogdanovich. No good that time. Excellent D there from Beasley. Fox against Russell. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, that's a nice pass from D'Angelo Russell. And to me, this is what you want to see. Him growing and growing as a playmaker.
Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. 8 feet away.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And here's Russell. He can't get that one to fall. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Bielitsa. Passes to Giles. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Giles. Clock at 6. Shoots over Towns. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace. And you give him that ability to just rise up and shoot over you.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
And he sinks the second. Kings leading now by 3. It's Fox with the drive. Bogdanovich against Beasley. It's Bielitsa. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. It's deflected. Beasley against Fox. Now, here's Bielitsa. He's guarded closely, and the shot is long. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Beasley, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he makes the first. Sacramento making a switch here. Hield's checked in. And Beasley drops both of them. The Kings leading. Outside, Fox. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
Timberwolves shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
Fox against Russell. Pass to Giles. Sacramento moving it around. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Russell kicks to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 8th assist in the game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Fox passes to Giles. No one covering. Giles has got it all tied up now for the Kings. And so it's Minnesota with it. Now, here is Russell. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bagley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Takes the 13-footer and finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Over with it. Shoots. Sacramento grabs the miss. Giles has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Fox. Here's Bagley. Lays it up and banks it in. Bagley's got 10 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Johnson with it. Picked up by Bagley. Out that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Russell.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
It's Fox with the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Culver. He's covered closely. Outside, Towns. But they get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce. Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. They double him with Russell. Outside, Bogdanovich. Giles kicks to Bogdanovich. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 12 points here in the second half.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Here's Russell. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Leading by 5. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Fox. Bogdanovich against Russell. Bagley with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Russell dishes to Towns. Russell passes to Towns. The open shot by Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, you have to like the vision from Karl Anthony Towns. He's got the kind of size necessary to see over the defense.
Doubled by Culver. Bogdanovich wide open, and the Kings check on 2 more.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Timberwolves trail by 9. 1:30 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Towns. They get it again. Can't connect from short range. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 17-6 run. And it's Hield off the drive. Good on the bucket. And now it's an 11-point Kings lead.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Towns. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, that's a strong finish, and Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
One shot.
And Towns no good on that one.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Culver. That 3 off the mark.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Fox against Russell. Outside Bogdanovich. Towns with the steal.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, Greg, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
23 seconds left in the game. Russell against Fox. Pass to Giles. Back to Fox. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but
You know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure. So I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.